That's an incredible goal.
Hello everyone, welcome to Football Manager 2017 Predictor. I'm full of cold, so that should have been 17, but instead it said 17. Expect a lot of that. Anyway, in the first episode of the series, we saw shock after shock after shock. Manchester United, double winners with Jose in charge. Shock sackings. Jurgen Klopp booted from the Liverpool post before the turn of the year. The end of the season till the end of Antonio Conte. And a whole lot more besides. So let's pick up. It is now the end of the 17-18 season, and how is world football faring? I'm going to start with the Premier League. Champions, 2 years on the bounce. Clearly Football Manager has a hard-on for Jose Mourinho. Manchester United absolutely battering it, 90 points. The top four, therefore, consisting of Arsenal, Man City and Chelsea, with Leicester, Spurs and Newcastle, newly promoted Newcastle, making up all the way to 7th. Liverpool, under Marco Bielsa, 10th this season. Good to see they're really kicking on in the absence of Jurgen Klopp. Let's take a closer look then at some of the players that starred in the Premier League this season then. Top goal scorer in the Premier League, Troy Deeney, yeah. Followed by Romelu Lukaku. Gabriel Jesus, who we actually said on the first one looked like he had real potential, obviously came in mid-season last year. He bagged 17 goals, only 21 years old. One of the one that stands out, Gonzalo Higuain, playing for Man United. Yeah, that's just basically cheating. 20 goals in all competitions after he made a transfer for £49 million to Jose Mourinho's Manx. Paul Pogba, 19 goals and 14 assists, absolutely incredible. Zlatan Ibrahimovic had a very good first season, starting to tail off, just 12 goals and 4 assists. Higuain more than picking up the slack with his 20 goals. Juan Mata, the game, 10 goals and 10 assists, very, very good. Arsenal have done nothing. Basically decided, no, we're fine. Wenger's gone more Wenger than Wenger's ever been in his whole life. They just bought no one. Basically, goals scored by Alexis Sanchez, Olivier Giroud, as to be expected. Mesut Ozil, amazing, 16 goals and 15 assists. As mentioned there, Gabriel Jesus, absolutely incredible, 27 goals in all competitions for Man City. Sergio Aguero, 10 of 15, clearly only started 21 games. Samir Nasri back at Man City, 14 goals. Marco Verratti, 8 goals, 14 assists, 7.48 average rating. Do you want to know what Man City paid for him? Take a deep breath, sit down, £114 million. I mean, look, he is amazing. He's not £114 million amazing. Maybe, 25 years old, more to come from him. We'll see what he looks like next season. Douglas Costa as well, very, very, very good signing. 18 goals, valued at £55 million now at the end of the season. But they only paid 27.5 for him, which is an absolutely astounding piece of business when you consider it. So there you go, Man City, very, very exciting. Sterling, piss poor season for him, just 4 goals and 5 assists. Sane, not really kicked on, just 3 goals for him. Chelsea, always good for a mad signing. Let's see what they've done. So they've signed Marek Hamšík. He's valued at 28.5 right now. They paid 28 for him, which is pretty sound. 5 goals. From him this season. One that does stand out though is Federico Bernardeschi, 24 years old, Italian, valued at 35 now. They paid 34 for him, so real increase after such a great season. The only other big signing, Will Hughes from Derby County, £35.5 million, rising to nearly 50. He's done actually fuck all since signing for them. 42 appearances in total, 12 of them off the bench, 1 goal, 7 assists, which is decent enough, but yeah, for what's going to end up being 50 million quid, yikes. Spurs managed to pick up Ian Robin on a free transfer, 11 goals and 3 assists for absolutely nothing. Okay, 34 years old right now, but yeah, I'm having that as me free signing of the season. Let's have a look at Newcastle, the surprise package of the season, quite clearly, shooting up the table. 13 goals from Dwight Gale, the scourge of Liverpool Football Club. Charlie Austin, of course, coming in, scoring 17. So it's time to look at Liverpool. The bit that makes me most sad. Daniel Sturridge scored 12 goals, not good enough. Roberto Firmino got 10. Jason Vargas, 20 years old. He's got all kinds of potential, though not spectacularly so. £19.5 million paid for him. for just 2 goals. So yeah, not great for Liverpool. Not great for Liverpool at all. Let's just have a look at something that was very interesting last time. The manager movements. Marco Bielsa, didn't last till December as Liverpool manager. Oh no. Players lost confidence, much like they did in Jurgen Klopp the season before, and he was out the door. Michael Beale took charge again, and he was ultimately replaced by Bruce fucking Arena. Yes, Liverpool have Bruce Arena in charge. That's going to work well. West Brom sacked Tony Pulis. Derby sacked Steve McLaren. Rafa Benitez left Newcastle, having got them promoted. Slaven Bilic lost his job at West Ham. Louis van Gaal, who took over from Antonio Conte, also lost his job. So Chelsea now have in charge Ralph Hasenhuttl, who was the manager at Red Bull Leipzig. Crystal Palace hired Manuel Pellegrini, very interesting. Derby ended up with Roberto Di Matteo. Everton sacked Sam Allardyce. Ugo Ehiogu very briefly took over as caretaker manager of Tottenham Hotspur after Mauricio Pochettino lost his job. Rafa Benitez ultimately ended up at Spurs. Brendan Rodgers is now manager of West Brom. They will love Brendan Rodgers so very much. Relegated from the Premier League, Huddersfield, Burnley and Derby. Sunderland just about surviving, as the Everton. Everton still not kicking on, which makes me slightly happy. Champions League this season won by Real Madrid for the 7 bazillionth time. Top goal scorers in the competition, Karim Benzema with 8. Moussa Dembele from Celtic with 8. Wow. Oh no, sorry. Inter Milan. That'll explain that. Assist James Rodriguez, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Igor Stasevic. He's Belarusian and he plays for Nantes. He's actually pretty good. Europa League, won by Manchester City on penalties. Jamie Vardy, top goal scorer in the competition with 10 goals. Assists, top on the assist. Viktor Pekovsky from Zelina. 35-year-old Slovakian, if that's what you're looking for to fill your squad out. Over to La Liga, Atletico Madrid squeaking it over Real Madrid. 97 points they won the title with this season. Luis Suarez, top goal scorer, 24 goals, followed by Ronaldo, followed by Antoine Griezmann. Florent Andone at Deportivo La Coruña. Absolute goal machine. 23 goals last season, 21 goals this season from less games. Could be a very interesting signing there. And of course, the legendary corner taker himself, Iago Aspas. Once again, absolutely donning La Liga, 15 goals for him. Surprise, surprise, Bayern Munich absolutely battered that league. Let's not focus too much on this. Other than Ahan for BMG, dominating the goal scoring, 26 goals in all competitions. He looks an absolute beast. Julian Brandt actually being linked with Liverpool in the real world right now, 22 years old. 18 assists and 6 goals. Still at Leverkusen, not been picked up by anyone yet. Valued at like £30 million. Pace, first touch, dribbling. Yeah, he's absolutely amazing. Juventus nicking Serie A by 1 point over Napoli. Wow. Interesting stuff with regard to their league is that having sold Gonzalo Higuain for Juventus, they decided to replace him with Diego Costa from Chelsea, and it worked reasonably well. 13 goals and 5 assists from him. The big one is Paulo Dybala, as you'd expect. 24 goals, absolutely incredible, valued at nearly £60 million. English FA Cup won by Man City. Oh yes, cup double for them. And Arsenal bringing home some silverware, some precious silverware by winning the EFL Cup over Sunderland. And in the Sky Bet Championship, coming up to play Premier League football next year, Middlesbrough, who went down last year, Swansea coming back, Villa trying to come back, but QPR ultimately taking it in the playoffs. So there are 3 teams that are going to be playing their trade in the Premier League next season. Let us know your thoughts, anything you'd like to look at. Do you want to watch another episode of this? If you do, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Retro Football TV as well by clicking the retro icon right there.